It's no secret that the single most milked and oversaturated video game genre is shooters. And this isn't new information either. There's just so many low effort, forgettable, soulless AAA cash grabs and just bad games. It's kind of ridiculous. And the same could be said about zombie games. Obviously not to the extent of shooters. I mean, like, guys, what is this? Come on. Over the years, zombies as a concept have just been used over and over, with some uses it being better than others. Also, no, I did not pay $2 for the Steam shovelware game. Piss off. And no, I'm not gonna make a video on it. Similar to shooters, I feel like they've just become a little bit overused, and now seem sort of gimmicky is the best word I can find for it. But that being said, like shooters, there are a handful of still really great games.
Remember, no rushing.
TF2, CSGO, Fortnite. Okay, don't be a bitch. Okay, little off topic, but why does everyone hate this game and act like it's the fucking plague of the earth? Like, I don't get it. I'm not a big fan of Fortnite anymore, but it's still a well put together game, and the time that I did play it, I really liked it. Same can be said about zombie games. The Walking Dead, Last of Us, despite its recent installment, DayZ, Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil, some really good games. But in this video, I'm gonna tell you about my favorite one. Brief history lesson. No More Room in Hell was first released on October 31st, 2011 as a Half-Life mod.
No! Careful!
But then was later re-released as a standalone game. But what exactly makes this game so different from the other ones out there? To answer that, I gotta warn you first. If you were hoping for this game to be another fast-paced run-and-gun type of game, such as Left 4 Dead, then you might not enjoy this. This game is quite slow-paced. All the weapons are slow, reloading is slow, healing is really slow, walking is super slow as well. Zombies are super fucking slow, except when it comes to the runners and the children. Yes, there are zombie kids in this game. This actually sparked a debate when that game was first released, saying that the addition of zombie children was just edgy and unnecessary. But if you can't tell by now, this game is trying as hard as it can to be as realistic as possible. Like, there's no minimap, no crosshair, no stamina bar. The only way to find out how much ammo is in your damn gun is to take the fucking bullets out and check. This game is trying its best to show what a dark, grim, post-apocalyptic world would really be like, so in a way, I think it's kinda justified to be able to blow a kid's brains out. The game has two primary modes, objectives and waves. Waves are self-explanatory. Survive for as long as you can, with care packages coming in every once in a while. Objectives is where it gets more interesting. You're basically trying to get from point A to point B, but they change this up with the objectives in between. And this little neat thing called dynamic maps. On a side note, the maps of this game are pretty good. They all look well made considering when this game came out. Some of my favorites include Northway, Zephyr,
you fucking retard.
Night of the Living Dead, Cabin, Flooded, and Minneapolis 2020. Dynamic maps essentially mean that every time you play a specific map, there are a couple of different routes you can take on that map. The changes can be as little as different items spawning in, or to completely new objectives. Like this one, for example. First time I played through, I had to just walk through this door and go to a different building. On the second time, that way was blocked off, so we had to go through an infected sewer where if you touched the water, it hurted you.
Yeah, I'm aware that a lot of you...
Back on the topic of realism, No More Room in Hell takes a more lethal approach to zombies. Unlike, let's use COD Nazi zombies for an example, the thought of getting bit isn't even a threat. The real threat of the zombies comes in numbers. While this is also true for No Room in Hell, obviously zombies are more dangerous to groups. The difference is this one is, one standalone zombie by itself could be enough to end you. Unlike other games where one zombie by itself doesn't mean anything, and sometimes you'd even leave it alive if you had other stuff to do. In this game, one zombie could be enough to kill you easily. One slip up and you could get hit and start bleeding out, or worse, bit. To Similar to The Walking Dead, getting bit basically means you're dead. The only thing you can do about it is to take pills and postpone the inevitable death. Pills don't cure you, but they will slow down the infection. It made me actually fear every zombie that I encountered, and maybe even not take some fights and only kill what I have to. Just completely avoiding other zombies that were in the way of my direct path.
Come on! Shut the door!
Because fighting them would be basically pointless, especially if I got bit. But there's also one other solution you can do, and it's actually quite simple. Just fucking kill yourself. See, if you get bit and then die, either from the zombie itself, or die with just being bit earlier from fall damage, or I don't know, getting shot or something, you will come back as a zombie. As a runner zombie, which is just a more dangerous version of the zombie, which is bad for the people you're playing with. So sometimes it is necessary, if there's no pills around and you know there's still a while to go and you know it's gonna end, sometimes it's best to just, off yourself. You can literally tell someone to kill themselves and not get a 14-day suspension. I love it.